Welcome to my channel. My name is Marjorie, and today I will be showing you how I do rerooted doll dreads. There are just a few supplies needed for this project. I have here Caron Simply Soft 100% acrylic yarn. I have a cat brush. I like to use a hanger for wrapping the yarn around. I also have a Dixie cup with a mixture of about 3/4 water to 1/4 Elmer's glue. Of course, you can use whatever you would like to measure out the length of your hair. I typically use my cell phone. However, in this case, since I am currently using it, I just have this old packaging here. So I take this and I wrap the yarn around. When I get to the end, I just make sure I cut it off at the same side where it started. And I just make one cut along the top. This will leave me with strands that are ultimately double the length I want her hair to be. I then take my cat brush and begin brushing the yarn out. I noticed something interesting the first time I brushed out this white yarn. As you can see here, the strands are fairly separated, and while they are wavy, it is not trying to curl on itself. Next to it, I have the teal shade by the same brand, same type of yarn. This was what I used the first time I did this dread method with my Viking girl. I will insert pictures of her. So this teal shade has the natural tendency to curl on itself when it's brushed out. This is ideal for the dread method. Unfortunately, this is not. However, not to worry, we will force it to behave. My yarn brush out. I take my scissors and I cut off a section. I brush out the end if needed, and I separate this back out into the 2 strands of yarn. As I mentioned, this white shade is a little less cooperative than the teal. So in an effort to make the rerooting process a little bit easier, I'm going to take my Elmer's glue mixture and dip the end that I will be rerooting into the mixture. I then twist that, and this will just help tame the yarn a little bit. I then grab my rerooting tool and pick up as much of that yarn as I can. I don't expect to get all of it on the rerooting tool, and that is okay. I have my doll head here. I have her dreads plugged in to every other hole all along her hairline. I will also plug the dreads in pretty thickly along her part. But everywhere in between, I have pretty big spaces. And the reason for that is, in my opinion, I will end up with way too much hair, an unrealistic amount of hair if I don't do that. So I find where I would like to plug the next dread. And as I hope you can see, not all of that made it into that hole. I then take my tool and I plug the rest of the yarn into that same hole. Oh, for f***'s sake. Now, this is a tedious process. In my opinion, it's worth it for the end result. One of the many things I love about this dread method is that the hair still maintains its movement. Even once I apply the glue, to make the dread, it still has movement. So I really like how realistic that is. Once I have the dread rerooted, I then wet my finger with the Elmer's glue mixture. Starting at the scalp, I wet the entire length and I begin twisting. And there you have your dread. Is the end result. The hair is just a little bit stiffer than the dreads on my Viking girl. I had to use more Elmer's glue in my mixture in order to get the white to cooperate, but there's still movement in the hair, and so I don't mind the end result at all. Girl clearly loves her gold. Because they did turn out slightly different, I wanted to show you a side-by-side comparison. I definitely have some repaints planned for the near future, but if there's anything specific you would like to see from me, please leave me a comment down below. And that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe for future content. Until next time, take care. Mama's trying to film a video. You're not being helpful. Just a couple of things to note when you're doing this. Oh no. Rue? Rue! Sorry, my cat has got a hold of the end of my yarn. Okay.